My name's Will Schutze, and I'm a puppeteer. I always knew I wanted to be an entertainer. I really wasn't sure about acting. I just knew that I wanted to put on a show. When I was very young, my grandmother made puppets for me, and we would put on puppet shows in her living room. She'd sit down on the floor, and she had a little tiny puppet theater. I'm very shy, I think, person. The puppets allowed me to get over that. A puppet is an inanimate object that becomes animate. It happens somewhere in between the actual movements of the object and the person's mind who's watching it. It's sort of mysterious, this in-between place where it's able to take on a life. My show is a musical puppet show featuring my own original music. My original puppet that I performed with, his name is Mr. Bonetangles, and he's a skeleton. So this guy is Giraffe Neck Boy. You see, hopefully he doesn't come out too tangled. He was originally one of those Mexican street marionettes, and I just sort of restructured him. I put a slinky on his neck, and I built his head out of just a little ball. Put little pennies on his feet so he could tap. This guy is not a marionette, he's sort of a rod puppet. He sits up here and he plays guitar for everybody who's performing. He just got a new cape. This is Willie James, and the name was my pen name when I first started writing music. He's sort of an angsty teenage punk rocker. It's very, very crude. Lots of Gorilla Glue and screws, but just used the smallest hinge they had at the hardware store. Was the perfect, fairly perfect fit. It looks sort of wonky, but it fits just right. It does the movement that I want, and knock on wood, I haven't had to do any repairs actually on these knee joints. These are the original ones, and I'm pretty proud of that. Then you put these screw eyes in here that you tie the strings to. So he's got a pretty nice little wave there. Once you build the puppet, you know what you're going for, but you don't know what their movements are going to be exactly, and you start to find them as you play with them. And then once you hit something that looks really cool, like this little dance he can do, like I found out, it's almost like a Chuck Berry duck walk. You find out they can do that, and then you see, oh, how did I do that? What did I do? And then you start learning, you get the muscle memory of it, and repeat that. And so you start building a little repertoire of movements that they can do. It's like writing a song to me too. It's just in a visual form. Instead of notes or chords or chord progression that goes together, it's a different progression of moves.
A puppet, a puppet, a puppet, a puppet.
My favorite aspect about being a puppeteer is making other people feel something, lifting them up, making their day a little bit more interesting and enjoyable, and seeing that on their face, seeing that happen. I like making people stop and wonder.
Do not take advice from puppets.